Hi, I'm Rivers Cornelson. I lead market and customer advancement for the Crowe Metals Accelerator, and I would like to welcome you to our 2023 Wave 2 launch event. We have exciting updates to share on how we're using Microsoft Dynamics, the Microsoft Power Platform, and the Crowe Metals Accelerator to help transform metals companies. As a metals leader, you're likely hearing a lot about how metals companies today should prepare for how artificial intelligence or AI can be used to increase efficiency and improve operations. Machine learning, for example, can forecast demand with the frequency or granularity you prefer for any item number with a relevant history in your business data. For many, the use of AI sounds promising, but they're left wondering, where do I start? The key to using AI functionality is having ample, relevant data. Without high-quality data, AI cannot learn patterns and produce high-quality results. Bad inputs lead to bad outputs. The first step to taking advantage of what AI can offer is to focus on improving data quality. Working alongside metals companies on their digital transformation journeys, we've noticed that historical data can be incomplete, inaccurate, or stored in disparate systems. It can be frustrating to look back on years of low-quality data and realize what actions could have been taken in the past to produce more effective results today. The good news is that you can start now. Focus on improving your data quality by investing in the right technology so that you can collect and store data effectively. With these tools, small wins can be realized while you set yourself up for bigger wins using AI 5 to 10 years from now. That's why our team at Crowe is committed to helping metals companies like yours invest in the right technology today to prepare your business for the future. In this event, we'll share some exciting updates on how we're using technology to help metals companies continuously improve their operations, including new features to improve inventory positioning, production packaging, quantity adjustments, usability, and more. First, I'll pass things over to my colleague, Justin Chambers, to discuss our latest work with metals companies around analytics, including a new feature from Microsoft that will enable proactivity in your supply chain. Justin?
Thanks, Rivers. Hi, I'm Justin. Today, I'm excited to show you how Crowe Metals Accelerator Analytics is not just a tool, but a game changer. In a world where business data is becoming the new gold, we're here to help you utilize it effectively to transform your business. Here's how Crowe Metals Accelerator Analytics can empower leaders and employees at a metals company at any stage of their transformation efforts. Meet Kelly, a dedicated salesperson turned analytics expert. Companies today are full of innovators like Kelly who understand the value of data-driven analytics. Kelly is part of the backbone of our organization, but she's become swamped with repetitive tasks and complex, tedious maintenance. Over the years, her once simple operations report has turned into a 200 megabyte Excel file that only she can manage. Leaders have become reliant on Kelly's weekly reports to make decisions. However, a week can be a long time in today's fast-paced business environment. They want to monitor metrics more frequently, putting more pressure on Kelly. One day, Kelly faced a significant setback when her spreadsheet crashed, disrupting her workflow and leading to report delivery delays. This incident underscores the increasing demands placed on her and the need for a more robust, efficient system. Microsoft is a leader in the analytics space and is constantly innovating for their customers. Today, we'll show you one of the new benefits of getting your data onto their Fabric platform, the new Data Activator functionality. Data Activator can notify users as activities impact KPIs, not after, effectively creating a digital nervous system for your company. One of the KPIs important to Kelly's leaders is sales margin by product. Let's show how Kelly could use Data Activator to notify sales reps of product lines below margin targets, right as limits are exceeded, not a week after. To do this, I first navigate to the sales margin by product matrix visual in one of my Crowe Metals Accelerator Analytics reports. This is where I can begin to set up the Data Activator trigger. I hover over the visual, click on the ellipses, and click Set Alert. After doing this, the Data Activator pane appears. Here is where I can set the parameters of the trigger. I first select what I want to analyze, which is the gross margin. I then make sure that the condition I pick becomes less than. I then set my threshold at 0 to capture any product gross margin that becomes negative. I make sure my notification type is set to email, and I click Create Alert. I navigate to the data activator trigger itself. From here, I can see information around the trigger I just created. Since I just created this, I only have one data point. I can also determine what products are shown and what time period I would like to view in this visual. When I scroll down, I see the visual around the trigger itself. I see the trigger conditions that I can edit at any point. I also see when I want the trigger to be activated, and I have it set to each time this condition is met. In the visuals below, I can see when the trigger was activated, what activated it, and how many times it was activated. Now, let's revisit this trigger a few hours later. As you can see, the gross margin of one of our products has decreased. If I look closely, I see that this product's gross margin decreased to a value below 0. If I scroll down, I see that because of this, the trigger was activated. When I go to my inbox, I see that I received an email alerting me of this detection. It tells me what condition has been met, as well as the trigger time and the product. With Microsoft tools and Crowe templates, the Crowe Metals Accelerator Analytics team turned Kelly's data nightmare into a dream. We centralized her data sources, automated her repetitive tasks, and made time for developing new analytics. We have experience managing the complexity of reporting during system transitions, and we're here to support you and your company in an analytics transformation too. If you're interested in getting started, email metals@crowe.com today.
Thanks, Justin. I've seen companies grow their internal practices using our methodology and Microsoft's analytics technology. Now, we'll focus on a few key features made available to our users in the latest versions of Crowe Metals Accelerator. If you're interested in a specific chapter of this event, please select the links in the description to jump to the relevant section of this video. First, my colleague Megan will highlight one of the features I'm most excited about this wave, a software solution designed to work with modern inline packaging automations. Megan, over to you.
Thanks, Rivers. Hi, my name is Megan. At Crowe, we see many companies grappling with complex inline packaging scenarios. Today, I will walk you through our solution to simplify these scenarios and increase operational efficiency. Meet Horatio, an operator at a large service center in Canada. Horatio is responsible for managing the packaging of material as it comes off the end of a slitting line. Horatio's company recently invested in an automated packaging line with more options and higher speeds. While efficient, the new automated packaging line presents Horatio with a challenge. In the new, fast-paced environment, Horatio grapples with a growing range of specific packaging requirements for each order. Using offline methods to track orders and label material has been his temporary solution, leading to frustration and concern for accuracy as he copes with increasing order volumes and complexity. Modern packaging lines allow organizations to package material with better quality and speed, expanding the target market for their services. While modern packaging lines have boosted efficiency, they've also introduced complex day-to-day scenarios that can be challenging. Operations users, like Horatio, often find themselves adapting to these new demands with the systems they have at hand. One of Horatio's teammates reports several molds as finished against a production order as material flows off the slitter and onto the pack line. Each of these molds may have separate labeling and packaging requirements, so they are labeled as 4 separate tags. Previously, a user would have to manually move each tag to a new virtual location in Dynamics to pack this material. This was challenging for users at facilities that immediately package in line. To solve this problem, Crowe has created logic that can automatically flow tags to an extended version of the pack form. These extensions added metals-specific calculated fields and validations, creating the new Crowe Metals Accelerator packaging workbench. Let's see how this looks from Horatio's perspective. He scans in one tag number, pulling all tags that came from the same slitting order into the packaging workbench. He can see the container type, weight, and max container weight for each tag. Horatio uses the Workbench to group items together into a container. He groups lines by selecting from the To Pack section of the form and selecting Add to New Container. The new container is created with the right container type by default and shows the selected tags in the bottom section of the form. Validation logic prevents too much weight from being packed into a single container, considering the weight of each tag in addition to the weight of any packaging material. This ensures that material is not grouped by mistake. Once containerized, the system creates 1 unit of work per container, and summary labels can be printed that align with shipping documentation. 1 unit of work moves the material by container as it is loaded onto the truck, creating efficiency for transportation teammates. Horatio now confidently manages diverse packaging needs, significantly reducing customer complaints. His facility is making strides in achieving its automation goals, thanks to the organization's proactive approach to embracing effective digital solutions in tandem with investments in equipment. Now, I'll pass it off to my colleague Sam to showcase the next feature.
Thanks, Megan. Hi, I'm Sam. Managing quantity discrepancies in software solutions is a critical challenge in today's evolving metals industry. Today, I'll guide you through the latest updates to the Crowe Metals Accelerator's innovative quantity adjustment features. Crowe has built standard quantity adjustment functionality in our solution to support batch orders and transfer orders. For this segment, I'll call this BOCA and TOCA. To put this functionality in context, let's meet a user struggling with managing variable quantities in her software tools. Meet Janice, a transportation clerk at a service center. Her company offers pre-built kits with many components produced at different locations. As these kits grow in popularity, Janice deals with more transfer orders and quantity discrepancies, slowing her down and causing confusion. While enthusiastic about her company's growth, Janice often needs to work around the inflexibility of her ERP amid increasing transfer orders and quantity discrepancies. Janice often finds that quantities in her open transfer orders differ from what's on the dock. This discrepancy requires frequent double checks, slowing her down and causing confusion at other locations. Janice feels frustrated that the system is reactive and that a solution isn't clear. As organizations offer more complex products, they face increased complexity in their bill of materials setup and a rise in the use of automation in production planning. With more individual transactions, existing inefficiencies in processing can become more impactful. As you can see, we have 2 production orders marked to each other. This means that the first production order will fulfill the demand from the second production order. One of these production orders is for slitting coil, and the other will take that slit coil and cut it into sheets. A transfer order exists to move the cut sheets to another processing warehouse where the material will be further processed. The slitting production order calls for 36,000 pounds, but the production team on the floor will overproduce to avoid waste. When they report is finished, they will indicate the overreported updated quantity. Now, the slitting production order has produced 38,314 pounds. With BOCA turned on, the marked production order will automatically update its formula line to align with the reported quantity at the slitter. As a result, the system will reserve all 38,314 pounds of the 36-inch coil for the cut-to-length operation without requiring user intervention. The pick work for the sheet order will automatically update to reflect the overreported quantity from the first production order. Previously, a user would have to manually adjust this quantity on a mobile device before picking. When the user completes the operation to report as finished at the cut-to-length line, the quantity will be overreported by the user by 11 sheets due to the extra supply weight from the first production order. When the TOCA functionality is turned on, it will automatically update the transfer order line quantity to reflect the number of pieces that will be transferred. Because TOCA is turned on, the user load planning can make decisions with the right information. Just like with picking work for the cut-to-length line, the work to load this material onto the transfer order is automatically adjusted to match the material to be shipped. With BOCA and TOCA, Janice no longer needs to adjust the system to reflect accurate shipment quantities manually. This automation allows her to focus on optimizing workflow, leading to more efficient shipping. The latest updates to Crowe Metals Accelerator's functionality have improved clarity and opened up new ways to use powerful out-of-the-box ERP functionality without further customizations.
Hello, I'm Alex. Today, I'm thrilled to showcase 2 user experience enhancements and the latest versions of the Crowe Metals Accelerator. Developed directly from our user feedback, these updates can significantly streamline experiences with our system. Meet Bethany, a sales clerk at a service center in the Southeast. Her role involves keeping sales order line information up to date and monitoring her accounts for additional sales opportunities. Bethany often faces interruptions with frequent prompts asking whether to rerun pricing logic when updating quantities or dates on sales orders. This minor yet persistent issue diverts her focus for more productive tasks. Ask any company. Pricing is complex. While frequently updated pricing can yield significant value, related ERP data updates also have costs in terms of staff hours. By providing flexible, user-friendly, and streamlined pricing software, leaders can ensure that the costs of a pricing approach don't undermine its benefits. One of the strengths of a solution built with Dynamics 365 and Crowe Metals Accelerator is the level of flexibility and control that organizations have when defining pricing for their sales orders. The trade-off of this complexity: a dialog prevents any changes to sales orders unless a user confirms if pricing should or should not be updated based on those changes. Crowe has enhanced the update price and discount dialog in Dynamics 365 by adding radio buttons to the overwrite prices and discounts pane. This reduces the number of selections Bethany needs to make when updating existing sales orders. Now, when making changes to sales orders with existing data, she can define a default setting and quickly switch between settings. This small change makes a big difference to users, allowing them to focus more on customer relationship management and less on validating data. Now, let's talk about Gregory. He's an outside processing coordinator for a building products company on the West Coast. He ensures his organization gets value from its relationships with local outside processing vendors. Gregory's data is crucial for coordinating vendor payments, assessing inventory levels, and evaluating vendor relationships. Gregory works with diverse vendors, some fully integrated with his company through EDI, while others use the Crowe Metals Accelerator outside processing portal. Some vendors will only communicate via emails and Excel spreadsheets. Gregory needs a system that allows him to enter data efficiently, whether correcting transactions or updating the system for vendors that communicate over email. Maintaining data quality is a process that requires users to update information efficiently throughout their day. The outside processing workbench from Crowe consolidates critical areas of the system, helping companies better manage vendor involvement in production. We've introduced an innovative extension in Crowe Metals Accelerator to enhance efficiency. When Gregory enters a tag number in key forms, the system automatically defaults tag dimensions, significantly speeding up his data entry process. With a cloud ERP like Dynamics 365, it's easy to respond to user feedback with technology solutions that address their pain points. We recommend establishing and monitoring feedback loops between end users and business technology specialists to identify areas where minor investments can yield significant gains. And now back to Rivers to conclude our Wave launch event.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us for the Crowe Metals Accelerator 2023 Wave 2 launch event. It's an exciting time to be involved in digital transformations. Crowe is committed to continuing to be a valuable partner to metals companies as they plan, scope, execute, and iterate on their investments in technology to improve business outcomes. Check out the Crowe Metals Accelerator product documentation site to learn more about the features we spotlighted today. We're making it easier to get the most out of technology by offering the product user guide, product guidance, and upcoming release plans in a single location. So register at the portal today. To suggest ideas for features in future releases, please register for the Crowe Metals Accelerator Idea Portal. Here, users can vote and comment on existing ideas, subscribe to updates on specific ideas, and submit their own. Many items in each Wave plan start as an Idea Portal item. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing Crowe.